Hi, this is Tonus Locus, and what I wanted to cover today as part of part 3 of Bron-Y-Aur Stomp from Led Zeppelin 3 was to present the strumming patterns, i.e. the rest of the song that was not covered in parts 1 and 2. I believe this can be done in such a manner so as not to appear tedious and boring, which is contrary to what I stated near the end of part 2. So to make another shoot on this and to finish it out and do it right, well, we'll just attempt to go through it all piece by piece. Okay, first the tuning very quickly. CFC, FAC. All these need to come down. They need to be tuned down from standard. Okay, this is an open G tuning down a whole step, i.e. open F. Okay, this needs to come down 2 whole steps. This one 2, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 2 here, down to E from C. Okay, I'll start with the flat picking section, just coming out of what was covered in part 1 tutorial. Use that as a reference and then go all the way to the first verse. Okay, and in slow-mo that would sound like this. Arriving at the verse at that point. Okay, now to explain each bar, starting here. Okay, I'm strumming across 4, 3, and 2 there, keeping the middle finger in place, and then down, up, down, up. Okay, and then middle 4 strings there, 3rd fret and 5th fret. I'm using my pinky for the 5th fret. You can use the index if you like to. In other words, play it this way. Okay, after that, we pluck the open 3rd string. Okay, plant here on the 5th fret 1st string. Down, up, down. And then we have this finish out the bar. Okay, down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, strumming up with all the strings open at the very end of that bar. Okay, the next 2 bars, okay, that's the first of the 2. Okay, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, and then the next bar. Okay, what I'm doing there is down and then down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, and then I always coast my index up here, bar across these 3, and then get the open 1st string there. Okay, the next 2 bars sound like this. A lot of it just straight strumming. Okay, the first of the 2, down, 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 up, down, up, down, and then down, up, down, up, down. Okay, and then the next bar is just straight strumming, just all down, up, down, up. So that once again to play the 2 bars together. Okay, now we have 6 bars that precede the first verse. Okay, 5 of which are identical. The first one is the one that's different. Okay, that sounds like this. Okay, what you have to do is plant the pinky here and then pull off with the index. This is a move we've covered before, and the trick is strumming up there as you strike the 5th string 3rd fret and right before pulling off, and keeping the arm moving. Okay, so the first bar, once again, of the 6 preceding the first verse, that's the second bar, and the next 5 bars are identical. They sound like this. Okay, the only difference is that you cut the pinky and the thumb loose on the back. Okay, so those 6 bars. Okay, now we're at the first verse. And what that consists of is, what's important to remember is this 6-bar phrase, because it's repeated several times. Okay, and is the bulk of the verses for Bron-Y-Aur Stomp. Okay, so these 6 bars sound like this. Should sound familiar. Okay, that would be down, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, all down there. Down, 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 and then up, down, down at the end. Okay. Okay, what you want to do is you want to play those 6 bars again, okay, until you get to this point in the first verse. Okay, that covers 4 bars. Okay, I'll go through them. This should be sliding 3rd to 2nd, down, 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 down. And then this move here, which is this is used very frequently by Jimmy Page. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that would be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then down, up, down. Okay. Okay. Fast sounds like this. Okay. What I'm doing is playing the middle finger on the 6th string 2nd fret here, using the pinky for the 6th fret 2nd string, excuse me, and the 7th fret 3rd string here. You can use your ring if you want to. Followed by I'm just playing the 4th and 3rd strings there, muting these 2 at the back of the index, the 5th with the middle, the tip of the middle, and the 6th with the thumb. Okay, now what we want to do is you want to use this. We want to use that as a point of reference. Okay, what Jimmy Page does is he variates the bar that precedes it. depending on the verse. Okay, so the first verse sounded like this. Okay, well, followed by that. Okay, the second verse, the bar that precedes this here, sounds like this, with the strumming pattern down, 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 and then okay. Now the next 4 bars that follow, okay, are played the same with respect to both the first and second verses. Okay, okay. So these 4 bars sound like this. Down, up, down, up, down at the end. Okay, the first bar, down, and then we have this move again, and then once again the down, up, down at the end. Okay, at that point, what you would do is you would go back to a point 2 bars before the second verse. Okay, and then go into the second verse. After you finish all that, you finally arrive at this point. Okay. What I'm doing is barring across 4, 3, 2, and 1 here, muting the 5th with the tip of the index, the 6th with the thumb on the back. And the strumming pattern, down, down, up. You have to strum down and slide, down, up, and then up, down, up. Okay, across the 5 strings. Okay, 6 muted. Okay. And then down, all downs at the end. Across the 5 strings with the 6 muted. Okay, putting all that together sounds like this. Okay, that's done 4 times. Okay, now we have 8 bars that precede the finger picking section in the middle of the song. Okay, and what those would sound like is this. Right at that point, okay, something like that. The finger picking section begins. Okay, let's go through a bar by bar. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. And then we have this second bar. The way you do that, down, down, up, down, and then down, down. Down, down, up, down, up, down, right there. Same 2 strings as before, using the same fingers as before. And then we have the next bar beginning. It's just down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, and then down, down, up, down, down, with the slide. closing it out. Okay, and then the finger picking section. Now we're going to skip over the entire area that's covered by part 2, and what we want to do now is start with the third verse. Okay, and this is the 6-bar phrase that we've gone through previously, which should be repeated twice, of course, totaling 12 bars. Very quickly sounds like this. Okay, that's played again. Okay, and now we're at the point where we're 8 bars before the end of the song. Okay, those 8 bars are going to sound like this. Chord of the song. Okay, going through those bar by bar, down, down, up, down, 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 down. Straight strumming here, down. And then the next bar, down. Okay, that should be familiar. And then this is reminiscent of the variation that Jimmy Page does with respect to the strumming pattern during the second verse, and as we recall, sounds like this. Down, down, down. Next bar. And that being the last chord of the song. Okay. Now, taking all these parts 1, 2, and now 3, and using the new video as a reference as to how all the stuff fits together. All that needs to be done now is put everything together and you know, use this material and just rip this tune up. Okay, and this concludes the final part 3 of the Bron-Y-Aur Stomp tutorials. It's been a pleasure doing these, and thanks for watching, and I'm out.